Hi, Taehyung Lovers. Welcome back to Most Phenomenal Channel, where every step Kim Taehyung takes isn't just news, but a world-shaking event. Before we begin, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell, so you never miss an update about the most handsome man in the world, the one and only living legend who built true friendship in a world full of pretense. Because tonight, we're diving into a story that even Korean media rarely dares to touch. The story of the Wugga Squad, Kim Taehyung's inner circle that defies every rule of the entertainment world. A friendship not built on contracts, not born from fame, but from the heart. And what's most surprising, there's a secret that has never been revealed to the public about how Kim Taehyung changed the world perception of what true friendship means. Are you ready? Because after this, you'll realize that sincerity can still survive, even in the brightest, harshest spotlight of fame. Wooga Squad, the friendship that makes the world jealous. When Kim Taehyung and his friend became a rare mirror in the cruel world of K-pop. Imagine this. The Korean entertainment world, glowing under the spotlight, smiles perfectly painted. But behind that glamour lies silence, an exhaustion that fame can't cure. And in the middle of an industry built on competition, a small circle rises, proving that sincerity can still live amidst the flash of cameras. They call themselves Wugga Squad. But do you know how this group began? Or why their name still holds deep meaning to fans all over the world, even in October 2025? Let's unfold a story rarely told. A friendship not crafted by agencies, not polished by PR managers, but born from something increasingly rare in modern showbiz. Authenticity. The beginning. From film set to brotherhood. Sometimes, history doesn't need planning. It starts with simple meeting, like Seo Joon and Choi Woo Shik, two actors who first met through film project and variety shows in the early 2010s. They often hung out after filming, talking about life and dreams, not fame. That's where the chemistry began, not as colleagues, but as soul brothers. Then came Peakboy, the easygoing rapper with his unique humor and warmth. And one day, into the small circle stepped someone who would change everything. Kim Taehyung, known to the world as V of BTS. When Taehyung joined, a new energy. In an interview with Elle Korea 2022, Seo Joon said, "Taehyung has a strange aura, part child, part wise man. He doesn't try to be liked, but you end up liking him anyway." Taehyung didn't enter this circle because of his global status. Quite the opposite. He came with pure intentions, not fame. According to Dispatch Korea 2023, their first meeting happened during a dinner party after one of Seo Joon's film premieres. Taehyung came quietly with his manager, sat at the edge of the table, and stood out not for his fame, but for his simplicity. That night, Wugga Squad was born. The name Wugga comes from the Korean phrase Yuri Jie Gajakinga, meaning are we family? And that's where their true meaning began. They weren't just friends. They became a chosen family. Hanging out isn't just a gimmick. You've probably seen them dining together, traveling, or posting group photos, and skeptics say, it's just PR. But the truth couldn't be further from that. From 2024 to October 2025, Korean media recorded over 27 public appearances of Wugga Squad outside any promotional activity, from Seoul to Paris Fashion Week. Even when Taehyung was on his layover world tour and preparing his visual project Rev, his friends were there not to promote, but simply to be there. Once, after Taehyung's concert in Japan, when he was completely drained, Peakboy flew in just to share midnight ramen with him. No cameras, no press. And when Seo Joon faced heavy criticism over the Marvels, Taehyung was the first to text him, "Hyung, the world can be harsh, but I know who you really are." That's what sets them apart. They show up, especially when the cameras are off. Korean entertainment, where friends can be competitors. This is the part few dare to discuss. The reason many people tear up when hearing about Wugga Squad. The K-pop and K-drama industries are brutally competitive. According to Kaka, Korea Creative Content Agency, 2025, more than 71% of young artists admit it's difficult to maintain genuine friendships due to career pressure, image maintenance, and constant comparison. In such a world, Finding a real friend is like finding water in the desert. So when fans see Taehyung, Seo Joon, Woo Shik, and Peakboy laughing without rivalry, it touches something deep. But of course, not everyone sees the same way. The debate, too perfect to be real? On Twitter, X, and forums like the Coup and Pannate, there are always two sides. Those who praise Wugga Squad as a rare example of genuine friendship in a fake world. Those who claim they're just a K-celebrity elite club. An article from the Korea Herald, 2025, even described them as an exclusive circle within the entertainment hierarchy. Yet, data shows whenever they appear together, like in The Soup, Wooga Edition, 2022, viewership skyrocketed to 7.2% nationwide, an unusually high rating for a nonfiction show. So the question remains, are people really upset because a group is exclusive, or because their authenticity feels too rare to be true? October 2025, the world's still in awe. It's been 8 years of Wugga Squad, and by now, they've become more than a celebrity friend group. They're a symbol of emotional balance in an image-driven industry. When Taehyung enlisted for military service in late 2023, all members quietly visited the base. No Instagram posts, no interviews, but one blurry fan photo captured them smiling outside the gate, a silent gesture that spoke volumes. When Taehyung returned in May 2025, who were the first to greet him at his Hanam-dong apartment? Yes, Park Seo Joon and Choi Woo Shik, holding a cake that read, "Welcome home, RV." Psychological insight. Why the world is captivated. Social psychologist Dr. Lee Hae-min of Yonsei University explains, in a world of social pressure and digital disconnection, people crave emotional connection. Wugga Squad symbolizes healing. They remind us that genuine human relationships can still exist even at the peak of fame. A Seoul National University, 2024. Study revealed that posts featuring Wugga Squad get 2.4 times more engagement than solo posts of each member, showing that people are more drawn to their togetherness than individual success. Why? Because in an era of self-centeredness, emotional collectivity feels refreshing. Wugga Squad rekindles nostalgia, the longing for true friendship, the domino effect. Their influence has sparked a new trend. Entertainment agencies now attempt to create friendship groups to boost artist image. Ironically, most fail. According to Korea Entertainment Insight, 2025, of the 12 agency-formed friendship groups since 2020, only Wugga Squad has remained intact and controversy-free. They're secret, simple, but rare. No contracts, no scheduled hangouts, and no talk of money or fame when together, and no hierarchy based on popularity. And most importantly, no camera needed to prove their bond. The world may be full of drama, but they are not. While others chase clout, Wugga Squad chooses silence. They never exploit their friendship for PR. No new reality show. No brand gimmicks. When Taehyung attended Celine Paris Fashion Week 2025, he could have easily brought his friends into the global spotlight, but he didn't. They stayed behind the scenes, celebrating privately. Park Seo Joon once said in Marie Claire 2024, "We don't need to show everything. We already know how deep this bond runs." That's the beauty of it. They don't need to prove anything, because they already know what they mean to each other. Too good to be true? Some still ask, can such friendship really last in a world full of ego? Maybe not easily. But Wugga Squad has proven that it's not only possible, it's necessary. In a world obsessed with relevance, they choose to uplift one another. In an algorithm-driven era, they measure worth through presence, not numbers. That's why opinions split. Some love them for their authenticity. Some doubt them for being too pure to be real. But one thing is certain. Wugga Squad has written a golden chapter in the history of global entertainment friendships. More than just a squad, Wugga Squad isn't just a group of friends. They're a social statement, a living proof that human warmth can survive in a world frozen by ambition. Kim Taehyung, Park Seo Joon, Choi Woo Shik, and Peakboy, 4 names that remind us that true power doesn't lie in popularity, but in loyalty. They might not be perfect, but that's exactly what makes them real. And perhaps that's why the world can't stop talking about them. Channel Taehyung Lovers. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, so you won't miss the next phenomenal story about the most influential and most handsome man in the world, Kim Taehyung VBTS, and his circle of genuine friends who make the whole world jealous. If you believe true friendship still exists, comment. Wugga Squad aren't just friends. They're family. But if you're skeptical and think this is all celebrity PR, comment. In showbiz, nothing is ever truly genuine. Let's see which side the world chooses.